because less than 3% of you people read books. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions. This is mass madness, you maniac. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 5 in Idiotbox TV. My name is Weepy.
I'm Troy.
And I'm Drummer, y'all. What's going on?
Tonight is a special night because we have some great topics to discuss. Make sure you have a pen and a paper so you can take notes. Let's do a roll call.
All right, so let's see who out there. Let's see, we got six people out there. We got Jacqueline Kirkwood. Hey, Jacqueline, thanks for showing up and showing out. Of course, we got London Brown. Hey, London, what's going on? Sharif Jacqueline said hello.
Yep, London. Hello.
Hello, Miss Sheena Brown. How you doing today? Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Troy. So
What's up?
I know this is the beginning of the month. So what we got out there? We got something for y'all. We got a giveaway.
Yeah, so every first Thursday of the month, we give away a T-shirt. So make sure you hashtag Idiotbox TV in your comments, and at the end of the show, we'll do a drawing, and we'll announce the winner right here on episode number 5.
Number 5, like Jackson 5.
So what we got next, Drummer?
Well, we're gonna go ahead and jump into our first topic. Troy, swing it on to that first topic.
Hey, you guys, what y'all know about this right here? This is my first key to my home. Yeah, and you either get locked in or you get locked out. So if you don't have the key, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
So how old were you when you bought your first home, Sharif?
When I was 23 years old. I was 23 years old, and that was back in 1995. Yeah, and I didn't even have that many furniture or anything, but all I had was big speakers, and I had 2 big speakers, and I had a Nintendo, and drum machine, and I had a keyboard, and I had 2 pictures, a picture of me and my wife on the fireplace. Everything else was empty. We had to take our time to build it back up. Yeah.
Okay.
When did you buy your first home, Drummer?
Man, I didn't buy my first home until 2012. 2012. But I've been around homeowners and grandparents and mom and dad. But unfortunately, I messed up my credit, so I had to wait later on. But man, it's a fantastic feeling. You get to have man caves and rooms that you can do whatever you want to.
Yeah, I got my first home, I think it was 97. And then I bought another home out of state. And then I had that house for about, I think 15 years. And then we sold it, and I've been renting because I just didn't know where I wanted to be. At that time, we were in Atlanta, outside of Atlanta, and Douglasville. And we moved to Orlando. Now we're in Daytona Beach. So I just didn't know where I wanted to be. And to keep selling and buying didn't make any sense to me.
Hey, we got some more people just jumped in. We got Christy Guzman Chapo Brown. That sounds like a drug dealer or something, huh? We got Liasa. We got Liasa Brown and Vera Brown that came on in. Thanks for joining in, Sean. Sean RJD is also here. And so let me see. We got Jacqueline Kirkwood that says she's been in her house since 2020.
Uh-huh.
Christy Guzman Brown said 2010 for her. So, Troy, what's the joys that you like about owning a home?
Well, owning a home I thought was really good for us when we had children. So we were stable. We were in one spot. The kids, would get on the bus at the same. It was just gave us a sense of like security. The kids were fine. And the home ownership was okay, but Sharif can attest to this. If something goes wrong, it's a major thing like a flooding or a hot water heater goes out, or your air conditioner go out, that can get pretty expensive. So, tell us about what happened recently to you, Sharif.
My tour was backed up, so I had to get it done. So I probably get it done about every 2 years because I got a root that's coming in there and got to grind it out. So that root keeps coming out. I got to get that tree out of there.
So you got to move the whole tree?
That's the only way I probably can get away with it because it's coming from the neighbor. So the neighbor got a big tree. So the root go all the way there. So that's the problem for me. No.
What's up, Jody?
Yeah, what's up, Jody J? What's poppin'? Thanks for jumping in there, joining in on us tonight. Yes, it is good to own, but it is very expensive. So
yeah,
you do got to do things like home warranties, or have you a mechanic homeboy that's on standby that can come over and do whatever you need. So there's way around some stuff. There's a lot of do-it-yourself things you could do.
Yep.
We got anybody out there, Troy, that's trying to jump in and conversate? This is not
we got
a show where you can watch us talk, but you come on and talk with us on video. Got your mic on any camera. Holla at us. What's up, Troy?
Yes. So we got a professional coming on real quick, Joe. He should be on in the next couple of minutes. He's a professional real estate advisor. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot them questions out. I know we have quite a few questions that we want to give him. He'll give us some really good insight on purchasing a home, what it takes to purchase a home, credit, what your credit needs to be. I got a really good question, especially in this seller's market. We're looking to get into a home again, but the prices are crazy
Yes,
high.
they are.
So I want to kind of ask Joe when he comes on about those some of those questions. So if you're out there and you have questions, you want to purchase a home, you might be in a home, you want to refinance a home, whatever questions you may have that has to deal with real estate, we have an expert coming on very shortly. So make sure you go ahead and comment and make sure you leave whatever that question is so he can answer it. Who we got out there, drummer?
Well, as I look right now, Sharif's aunt came back on. Aunt Claudia. Claudia's here, Sharif. So thanks, Claudia, again for coming back to talk to us. Let's see. Liasa Brown's out there again. Jody J. What's going on, Jody J? Talk to us. What you got popping out there? Troy, where you know Jody J from? Is it Grand Rapids or what?
Yeah, that's Jody Johnigan. That's family. So Jody's in Atlanta. He does some really good things with the youth out there in Atlanta. He has a lot of projects going on. He has a book, an audio book that he's in the works on. We'll have him on in another show to explain Jody. That. So yeah, he's doing some really big things out there in the ATL with the youth.
Okay, Jody.
And youth that are I don't know what you say, embattled, or kids that get in trouble a lot, kind of like, like I was. So he's doing saying, I see everybody out there tagging Idiotbox. If you don't know, Hashtag Idiotbox. At the end of the show, we'll be drawing for a Idiotbox T-shirt.
Yep, it's a-
Idiotbox T-shirt. We'll draw that at the end of the show and announce the winner. And then make sure you email us. Let me get the email up real quick.
Yeah, get it up.
There we go. Size, color, where your address, because we need all that information to get it to you.
Yep. Email.
High risk children. That's what Sheena. Thank you, Sheena.
Oh,
Yes,
it.
high
Thank
risk
you, Sheena.
children.
Yep, and you email us at idiotboxtv@gmail.com. We got Lee Larson out there. Hey Lee, thanks for checking in. We appreciate it. Lee going for that T-shirt or whatever it could be.
Yeah, Lee is one of our top fans. Thank you for coming on, Lee.
Yes, thank you. Is there anybody else that's a homeowner out there can say something about the joys, or I ain't gonna say the bad, because it's great. I always say if I want to drive my car from the garage into the living room, I can, because it's my house. But I can fix it or I can leave it. So talk to us out there, homeowners. I know you out there. Liasa, you a homeowner. Say something. Liasa is my sister. She's definitely a homeowner. What? Since about 07. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Since 07?
Yeah, 07, 08, something like that. I could be wrong, give or take.
Let me go ahead and see if I can't contact our guest, see if he's having any technical difficulties trying to get on.
People, nobody likes to come on and video, put your hair in a ponytail, you ain't got to iron your shirt. We ain't going to laugh if your shirt is wrinkled. Just have enough light and your mic on so Sharif can hear y'all, because he read lips exceptionally well. He's hearing impaired. But come on now. Don't be shy.
We got a good question.
What?
She wants to sell or rent. So what do I have to do to have a deal with the stress of repairs? Well, don't have to deal with the stress of repairs. That's a good question.
Well, these days,
that's a really good.
These days they got investors. The investors come out, they do an inspection. They already know they probably gonna do the AC, the roof. I'm going through it right now, so I know the AC, the roof. Maybe change the carpet, so you really can still get what you want for your house, and you don't have to fix nothing. I see people down the street. They're talking about selling. They fixing and doing all this stuff to the house. The people across the street didn't do nothing, and they got exactly the same amount that they wanted for the house. It's not their problem. Bye-bye. Yeah. Investors just come. The investors could be under a big, well-known realty company. It's just the whole game and changed. The the investors are buying these houses and either renting them or sitting on them like, wait till the price go up.
Yep. So Lee says we can't let your sister win the T-shirt again. Nope, she's out of the drawing. She better stop hashtagging. She can't win. What?
She only did it one time. She just came on, boom, and won. She lucky like that. But no, Lee, she ain't getting it no more. Oh, we got Joe.
So we got Joe. So we're gonna go ahead and pop Joe on. Again, he's a professional real estate advisor. Hey, Joe.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. Thanks for coming in, Sharif.
Yeah, Joe.
Sharif has the first question for you. We got several people. One of the questions was a person wants to sell and rent so that they don't have to deal with the stress of repairs. That was one of the questions we had, but we'll get back to that one. Sharif, go ahead and give your first question.
First question. The first question I have is how much down payment a buyer need to buy a house?
So with the amount of the down payment will depend on the type of loan that the person is going to use. But typically you're looking at between 3% all the way up to 20%. So 3%, typically it'll be a conventional loan, where Yeah, it's a conventional loan where you either have 3%, 5%, 10%, or 20%. In fact, you there is the USDA loan also that would allow you to not pay anything down. Um, but then the area that you're purchasing the home has to be USDA approved. And of course, if you're a military, if you're a veteran, then you can use your VA loan and pay nothing down.
Okay, wow. Well, Sean's got a great question. Our question is, if you want to sell your house but own it, and will the money be yours free and clear? Or do you have to file capital gains tax uh, if you don't use the money to purchase another home?
That first, I would say though, check with a check with a CPA on that. But because you when you sell the home, you've paid all the tax on that home already.
Okay.
So whatever profit you get from that is free and clear.
Okay. I've got a question. We're looking to get into buying, but as you know, it's a seller's market right now. And certain houses that we were looking at before this bubble came about are like 200,000 more than what they were prior to this seller's market. How does a person that's looking, how is a buyer supposed to navigate and get the best price for the house in this type of market?
So first of all, I want to address that part is so in real estate, property values naturally should be increasing every year.
Mhm.
Of course, with what's happened over the past almost 14 months now, it's the that speed pretty much got 10x. So
Yeah.
now instead of a property appreciating, let's say 2 to 4% every year, it's been at least, and I would say at least twice that. So but the good thing about right now is while the prices are a little bit higher, interest rates are still very low. So in a way, you kind of have a balance per se, because when you think about it in the long run, what you really care about is that interest rate, and
Okay.
the difference between, let's say, the same home last year that was okay, so it was $300,000 last year at 4%, but this year you can get it at 315 or 325 at 2% or 2.5%. It's the payments will be just about the same.
Okay.
So that's one thing to consider. But and as far as the price itself, in real estate, you're always looking for the best deal at the time that you're looking for it.
Hmm.
And if the need is for a home and for which is basically you're looking for shelter, then I would say you wanna get the best deal possible at the time.
I
But
see.
if you're looking at it just from an investment purposes, then as long as the numbers make sense, then I say go for it.
Okay. Also, one more question, and then Sharif will have a question. The question I have is
Uh,
inventory.
uh,
What,
are there
what inventory?
Yeah.
The inventory. There's very little inventory compared to what there was. Are people selling houses and not buying? What's the deal with that?
So the inventory has a lot to do with a couple of things. First, it started when the pandemic first started. It started with sellers just taking their properties off the market, and because they didn't want just anybody coming into their homes.
Okay.
So that was one thing. The second thing is you have buyers who were now they were no longer working. So then there was no proof of income to provide to the lenders to lend them money to buy the houses.
Right.
And then a lot a lot of buyers are or a lot of sellers are also buyers.
Hmm.
So if
Okay.
they can't necessarily sell their home and there's nothing available for them to purchase, for their next home, then that kind of put a kind of a pause in on the
Right.
market, or really decelerate the market, a lot than what we used to.
Okay. Okay, Sharif. What was your question?
are there any other costs a buyer has to pay in addition, any addition to the down payment?
Yes. So you have what are called prepaids. The prepaids are your inspection costs. So once you've got the home under contract, you want it to be inspected, and then you have also the appraisal, which is kind of like an inspection, but it's for the value of the property that's done towards the end, and those costs come out of your pocket.
Okay. What advice would you give, Joe, for those that are in kind of in the I guess in this seller's market that may be looking to buy, and then what do you say for those who are looking to sell?
For those who are looking to buy, again, I would say this: it's really what's the need, what's the main need for buying the home.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of benefits that come with home ownership that goes beyond just the numbers.
Tell us
We
a little
know
bit
that.
about those. Tell us about those benefits.
Yeah.
Uh,
So one thing we know about it for just families, and kids, the kids that are in homes where they know their parents own the home, they actually perform better in school. They're more confident. They're more um, they just feel better, going into schools and knowing, okay, they have a place that they can come back to, and they're not going to worry about next month someone coming in, if they can't make the payment, and someone coming in knocking on their door, and they have to be kicked out.
right.
With ownership, you actually have a lot more options if and when things don't go the way they should. For example, when you're renting, if you miss one payment right away, you're getting that letter of notice, and within 30 to 60 days you could be out of there.
Mhm.
However, when you own, now you have a lot more options to where, well, you can call the mortgage the mortgage company to maybe take some of those payments and put it at the back of the loan until whether that's three payments, give you 3 months, so on and so forth, and give you some time to figure something out. Well, you can decide to maybe rent one or two rooms of the home, and get some income from that. You can also decide to sell the home, especially if you have equity in the home. Then you can sell the home, take the equity, and now then you can go and rent a home. But at least you have that option.
Okay.
And
Right.
if everything else doesn't work, and you decide that you're just not able to pay, well, for the foreclosure process take months, sometimes years.
Okay.
So you'll be in that home for a lot longer. Again, if you just came to a situation where you had nothing, uh, as opposed to if you were renting. So, and also when you compare what the rent market is like versus mortgages, they're
Right.
right neck to neck, and sometimes
Right.
even a little bit higher. You know,
Right.
so
Right. Joe, that's very important what you said, because those things that you laid down about what you can do if you're buying, a lot of people don't know that. They're just like, oh, I'm
right.
going to lose my house. And they think 30 days.
Oh,
But you're
no,
right. There are many things that you can do to prolong or even help yourself out where you don't
to
lose the
recover.
house to
Yep,
recover. That's
yep,
that's that's very important. That
yep.
word.
So,
Thank you.
London wants to know, why do people do background checks on people when they want to buy a house? So let's say I've got a felon. Am I gonna? I got a felony case
Right.
back
That's a
in.
good one.
I don't. But what if I did back in, I don't know, 2019? Does that prevent me from purchasing a home?
It will depend on the type of the felony,
Okay.
but nothing. Um, if it wasn't something that affected your financial profile, right?
Okay.
At the end of the day, the banks, they're taking a risk by giving you $200,000, $300,000.
Right.
Right.
So if it's not if it's not something that directly affected your credit profile or your financial profile, then you should have no problem.
So
So, but things
basically,
like foreclosures or bankruptcies or things like that, of course, those are more financial things that will affect you.
Okay, so the banks want to just make sure that they get their money, right? That's
Yes, yeah,
you
Yeah,
want to make
they
sure you're
can
able to
bottom
pay.
line.
they can trust you're gonna pay them back. Yep.
Okay. So, Joe, how can everybody get a hold of you? I know that you're in Florida,
Yeah.
and across state lines. I know there's some things remain the same when it comes to federal, but across state lines, are you able to help those that say maybe in Georgia or Michigan? Most of our viewers are from there, and there's a lot
From there.
also here in Daytona and the Central Florida area.
Yeah. So me personally and my team, we actually range from central to South Florida.
Okay.
However, I do have my company has a big network of agents all over the country that I can always refer someone to, and basically those agents there, they've gone through the same process that I've gone through, and they all have to be part of a professional board, which
Okay.
kind of take care of the ethics. I know for us as real estate agents.
Right.
So because of that, I can trust that they're gonna do right by whoever we refer to them.
Okay, great, great. So, everybody listening, we'll put Joe's information up on our Facebook page, and we'll tag him so you can, if you have any questions, he'll be glad to help you out, whether you're
Right.
there in Michigan or Central Florida or in the Atlanta area. What's the greatest advantage? This is Vera Brown wants to know what's the greatest advantage or benefit to buying a home? The greatest.
The greatest, besides the options, besides shelter, is it's building wealth. Right. It
Okay.
is one of the best ways to build wealth. So imagine you buy a home today. The home is $250,000. In about 5 to 10 years, that home is worth $300,000.
Okay.
Now, and again, you're even though you've been paying that mortgage just for shelter, but at the same time, it's also been an investment. So now
Right.
you can use that equity now to whether you use the equity to buy another home and rent that out, or use the equity to maybe open a business, use that equity to pay for your kids' school. So it's I mean it's the options
Are, are
of many kinds is probably the best thing that buying a home brings you.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So back in the day, they used to have something that's called redlining, right?
Mhm.
And that's a touchy situation. But people of color were unable to buy homes in certain areas, and I think it's just recently where the African American community or the minority community are starting to purchase homes. What advice could you give them so they'll be able to build wealth and have things to pass on, to uh, their kids or for the next generation?
The biggest advice I would give is this, that it's possible. Um, and not only is it possible, but they're worth being a homeowner. Like I've come across a lot of my clients that where our first sort of initial I guess transaction was just me really making them believe that first they deserve to be a homeowner, and also
Right.
that it's not as hard as they think it is, as
Okay.
long as they take some intentional steps to do it. It's not going to necessarily be easy, but it is a simple process. It's the same steps that every homeowner goes through every single time, except some of them is just maybe a little bit harder. It may require a little bit more paperwork. It may
Right.
take a little bit longer, but it's really a simple process, and they need to believe that they deserve it, and they need to believe that it's possible.
Well, that's good. That's a good word there. And and
Yes.
and the importance to building wealth was owning homes, and it's still I guess the would be the first and easiest step to build wealth. Am I wrong in saying that, Joe?
Um, Well, I would probably put it right up there with with life insurance.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Life
Right?
insurance.
That's
Yeah,
another topic we got to
that's
get
another
into.
topic
That's a
we
big
have,
one.
definitely have to get
I
to
would put
because
it
there's a
right up
lot
there
of
with life
people.
insurance. Yes.
Good. Yes, that does a good
But
thing.
the benefit of the home is that, while you're paying for it, you can actually use it. Like you can't stay in a life insurance policy, but you can stay in a home.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You're right.
That's true. Joe,
You're
we
right.
really appreciate you taking the time, man. And again, we'll put all your information up on our Facebook page so we can, you know, uh, get you some business. That's always
Absolutely.
good,
Yes.
right? Let's send
Absolutely.
some people your way and have some questions. Again, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Yeah. Thank you,
Uh,
Joe. Appreciate it.
so
No
we're gonna,
problem.
we're gonna
Thank you for having me.
thanks. So we're gonna let you get back out there and sell some more homes.
All right.
All right, man.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one.
Take care.
All right. You know what, Troy?
What's up?
Let me see. We 30 minutes in, so it's time to swing it to the next topic. All right, so check it out. This topic is, what was your first job? So I'm going to go on in on this one. Now, I'm a 60s baby, 70s baby. So people from my generation, I'm going to say the first job was working for your daddy or working for your mama or grandma. That's how you learn how to work. My grandma taught me how to work, I was going to say, because she had me doing all kind of work young. But from there, I would say my first job, but my first job in the job market was 1985, the year I graduated. It was Burger King. I was a cook sliding around on the greasy floor, and we made $3.35 an hour in 1985. Sharif, your first job.
Yeah,
What was your first job?
my first job was that Dane grocery store. I was a bagger. And my favorite part of Dane was I have to do the pop can. Put the pop cans in the machine, and then you can make a beat at the same time and put the cans in. But now they have to do it themselves. Everybody have to do it themselves. Yep.
Right.
And I was making at the time I was making $2.42.
What
That was
year?
back in 1989. 1989. That was my first job. Yep.
Wow.
And
Okay,
and,
so we got
I worked there for 3 years.
Oh, my bad.
I worked there for 3 years, and then when I got done with it, the 3 years, I ended up working 2 other jobs too. I was working 3 jobs, but ended up left there with 4.42. Not even $5 an hour. My next job, I got another job with $6 an hour.
Okay, so we got London Brown. She said Wendy's was her first job. London, how much did you make at that job? Lee Larson, she worked at Pizza Hut, was her first job for 8 years. Jacqueline Kirkwood, she was McDonald's. The pay was $3.35 at McDonald's. What year was that? Also, we got Christy Guzman, the drug dealer, Chapo. Chapo Guzmo. Anyway, first job was with a summer program called JPTA at the age of 14. She worked at the voters registration office. The first check was almost $400 every 2 weeks. She thought she was rolling. London said $9 an hour. What year was that? Man. My first job was $3.35. It wasn't on it. It wasn't on 85. Oh, Jacqueline said it was 85. Yeah, that sounds about right, Jacqueline. $3 and something. We wasn't making jack. That means rent was $300 a month.
Back then, that's when the gas was only 91 cents.
Yes, 56 cents.
$10 to fill up your gas tank.
It cost $5. You get a whole full gas tank. That was the days. Oh, okay. London said 2015.
My first job was at this Chinese restaurant called Golden Dragon on Plainfield. I was a dishwasher. I was a dishwasher. They hired me. I think I was making $3 an hour. I couldn't understand anything they were saying. Man, they would throw dishes at me. They had this room in the back. I was telling Drummer and Sharif, they had this room in the back. You know, go there. You know, go there. So I couldn't go in the back of the room. I was like, well, okay, whatever. So I'm washing the dishes, and then there's an older. She was the mother. She would yell at everybody, tell everybody she loved me, but she would yell at everybody, tell everybody what to do. And there was a stack of dishes she wanted me to take back there. So I went back in the room. Man, they had the food prep. Like they might have been shrimp fried rice, or the shrimp fried battered shrimp and the battered pork and the battered chicken, all rolled up, pre-cooked, but they were on the floor on this wooden board, man. And then over in the corner there was the rice, big huge bags of rice, and you can see where the mice had been eating at the bottoms of the bag. I used to eat all the egg rolls I could until I saw that. I was like, man, I ain't no more of this. I have no idea what the hell I might be eating.
Wow.
Oh, Miss Sherry Haywood said you used to hook us up at Burger King. Who? Wait. Who used to hook them up at Burger King? Was it me?
Yeah, where was it get the hookup?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't even gonna front. We used to, the boss used to say, I don't care if y'all eat, just don't let nobody see y'all eat. You talking about what? We used to make a triple whopper with bacon and cheese, double chicken sandwiches. I mean, it was on. So, Sherry, if you was in Long Beach, California in 1985, we used to hand stuff over the counter, out the drive-through window. It didn't matter. If you hungry, you ain't got no money.
Man,
we was feeding the old. Look, that Burger King went out of business.
You're giving away the product.
Hey, the manager started it. That was the culture. You know, when you build the culture of the team or whatever, everybody followed. And it was lackluster. Hey, the managers were saying they got robbed with the nightly deposits. It was on.
Yeah, we've come a long way when it comes to jobs and careers. And one of the things that we see, and we had a debate about this, whether minimum wage needs to be $15 an hour
or more.
What do you think, Sharif?
$15 an hour, I think that would be good for everyone because everything's been going up. You know, the price been going up and stuff, but at the same time, like small businesses, I don't know if they can afford, to pay these people. I don't know. $15 is a lot. I don't know. But with those used to 8 and 10 and 12, right up in there. But I think it's to go up because everything's been going up. Yeah.
I mean, you just got to give people. I mean, you got to look at what the average rent is, what food costs. I mean, 15 still not enough, but it's better than what you're getting right now. I mean, come on. These companies are making millions. Think about it. All the food places are making so much money right now where you can just drive through. Now people don't care to just drive through real quick, get the money. You can bring it out to the parking lot, open up the trunk, So now you're making all this money, and these essential workers should be getting more money. They are risking their life out here.
Yeah, I can understand for the pandemic. I kind of agree with London. London says, no, it does not. It should stay the same. Jacqueline Kirkwood says it should be more.
And B says she worked at Loveland's drugstore in 1961. $2 an hour in 1961. Wow, and B.
It says people are going to take advantage of it. Like I said, if we pay somebody $15 an hour at McDonald's, what's the price of the burger going to be now? We've already had, back in the day, you could buy one, get one free, right?
Man,
remember that?
45 cents.
Yeah, buy one, get one free. I want to see anywhere where it says buy one, get one free. Not anymore. If you go to Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, it's buy one, get one for $1. It's not buy one, get one free anymore. So I just think that $15 an hour it's going to make everything else so much more expensive. Not only that, it's what about those who have small businesses, right? If you have a small business, can you afford to pay your employees $15 an hour if you're, you know, if you're not really, if you're just starting off. So
Yeah,
I think
that's true.
there's a lot to be thought through than other than just, you know, hey, let's give everybody $15 an hour.
Yeah, that's true. You do have to think of it on the back end because it is a lot of other stuff that comes with it. Everything's gonna go up. That means gas going up, food. The places that was giving you something for $1, it's gonna go to $2. So, yeah, it is a big step. It's a big step.
Okay, Chapo, you need to stay on because we got a next topic that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that comment about teachers and Troy.
About
I think
teachers,
we
yeah.
should go on and slide on through to it. Next
You think
topic,
so?
please. Yeah.
So back to school, is it safe? That's
Is it
the
safe?
question. That's the question we want to put out there. I know I've been seeing a lot of educators do need more money. They do. They're the front line of making this country great. They're the first people that teach our kids. So yeah, they deserve more money than what they get. But you know, when you got to live in a country that wants a stupid public, then they're not going to invest in that. But anyways, are our kids safe? I just went on a rant there. So I've been seeing, I don't know if you guys have been seeing it, Sharif and Drummer, these town hall meetings with the board meetings where you got on one side people saying, don't mask my kid, you know, mask mandates. And the other side saying, hey, my kids are going to school with the mask, if that's what it's going to take. And they're getting really feisty. I mean, people are getting escorted out, they're getting upset, they're getting mad. What do you think about that?
The argument, they be arguing. It's a lot. That's a big argument, you know, because to me, it's common sense. The numbers are going up. Everybody, where's your mind? Just to bring it down. That's the only way you can bring it down. No, but there's a lot of people. I know the parents need to go back to wait. No, because the kids got to go to school. I understand that, but at the same time, babysitters cost a lot of money too. I understand that too, and all the teachers also have to watch out for everything. I mean, that's a hard job when they're only making a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? They're not making a lot of money, but they're teaching and they're working very hard. So they have a lot of social and mental health and emotional, you know. And but I think they gotta figure out something because if it's gonna be forever, they're gonna have to do something to make it better.
Well, I this might not be politically correct, but if you want your kid to go to school, right, with a mask, with a mask, that's your right. If you want your kid not to go to school with a mask, that's your right. But I think if my kid goes to school with a mask and your kid does not have a mask and he doesn't keep within 6 feet, I think my child has the right to protect himself and punch your kid in the face.
Let me get some of that.
No.
Well, at least be able to do this. At least be able to do this because, right, it's like a choice. It's like my kid wants to dress like this, and like I said, like I've been saying, it's like vaccinated against the unvaccinated. People want to wear a mask against people that don't want to wear a mask. Troy, there's some people saying,
like, come
I
on.
agree. Okay. You know what? I ain't going to say punch you in the face, but at least mush you in the face. Give you one of these. Get back.
I think just where we're at in this country right now, we're so divided. We might as well just scrap, get it over with, hug each other, and then move on. Let's just get it on.
Aunt B said, come on. Aunt B, you work with kids, you work in the school. Come on, Aunt B. I bet you got on your mask. And I bet you if somebody get within 6 feet, you gonna go like this. You my aunt. I know. Give them the Heisman. Okay, what Lee say? Troy,
I'm going
check
to the
out
principal's office. I stayed in the principal's office.
What Lee say? Wait a minute, Troy, you're
Oh,
going to the
boy.
principal. What did he say? I don't think it's safe for the kids to go to school because of COVID. Some of them are not vaccinated. They can get sick from others no matter what. Kids are too young. I think we got to protect the kids now.
Yeah.
I've been seeing on the news every day in different places. We're going to shut the school down. We're going to do a quarantine because 18 kids got COVID and 12 teachers. And it's like, so what is it going to take to just say, okay, let's go back on all this crap about the internet ain't good in some places. Get out of here. They can make the internet strong wherever they want. That's some bull crap.
Yeah, well, I think again, like you said, we got to protect the kids, and I think that's up to the area on which you work. Make sure you got great HEPA filters in your system. Make sure the kids are well sanitized and going by CDC rules. 6 feet, because we want our kids in school. It's just we don't want them home. I mean, over the 2020, the study says that there's more depression in kids and suicides, because they're not able to socialize with other kids. They're stuck in the house. So we want our kids in school, but we definitely want our kids in school to be safe. And if we're arguing about what those policies should be, that's not the best for the kids at all. That's just, people with their ideologies fighting amongst one another and not looking out for the benefit of their children, which I think is really sick. I think it's a sick thing that's going on, especially in these places. I understand you have a choice to wear a mask, but it's a mask. Some people are saying, I don't want to muzzle my kid. It's hard to get these kids to keep the mask on anyways, but at least try something to keep these kids safe.
Well, we got Christy Brown that says, the way the numbers are right now in the schools, you would want your kids to wear a mask. And Cherie says she lives in Maryland. They have 42 cases in one of their schools out there. That's probably teachers and kids. They're averaging 25 to 30 positive cases daily in a school right now. And that's Snellville, Georgia.
Right.
So
and the kids can get the COVID, right? But they're more likely not to have to go to the hospital. What was it? COVID, 3 to 4 kids per million end up going into the hospital just because their immune systems are a little bit better than ours. But they still can spread it, right? They still can spread it and get it to other people. But their immune systems are a little bit better than us. There's all kinds of cases out there that state that in areas that are not vaccinated, you're seeing a huge rise in experiencing higher increases in COVID cases among children in the areas that aren't vaccinated. Now, I'm not saying going out and get vaccinated, because we talked about that before. It's your choice, but those are just the statistics coming from hospitals. My son works at a hospital, and we said this before. They are lining people up with the COVID down here in Florida, in Daytona Beach. It's not a pretty thing. So I don't know. What do you think, Sharif?
I think that I know we can't even stop the event because everybody wants to get out of the house.
Go somewhere.
They wanted to do something, But just I think everybody should just try to be careful, even if you vaccinated or not. Still put it on. Just put the mask on. It's only for an hour or two. Then when you get home, you take it off.
Well, you know what? I don't want to forget something, Troy. While we're going through all what we're talking about and everything, I just got to slide in and say, we got a giveaway.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Idiotbox TV. Hashtag Idiotbox TV to win that T-shirt. It could be a hat. Who knows? But come on, let's see it. Who out there? Jacqueline Kirkwood, what you say? Well, what about the parents that immune suppressed and kids not wearing the mask? Yeah, how you gonna get a kid to keep a mask on all day? They're taking it off. Kids be touching and moving, and I mean that's something that's got to start at home. You got to be like, now look,
Mhm.
A black family, a parent gonna beat that in your head. You better keep that mask on. I'm gonna come up to that school and see. I'm gonna look through the window. So Lee Larson, Sheena Brown, London Brown, come on for the Idiotbox TV hashtag. But where we at now? Where we at? Okay, we still on this about the kids and
Yeah,
COVID.
and Miss Bogan says, and these babies are catching RSV again. It's on the rampage. At least here it is. So,
okay, what's
yeah,
RSV?
that's a good
Respiratory.
question. That's
What
a
is
good
What is that? Cherie? RSV,
yeah, Sheree,
respiratory something. Wait a minute. What's on that?
Google that. Google that. I did see that in the headline that there's more cases of that. Uh, what's the acronym stand for, Miss Bogan?
Respiratory something virus.
Oh, I'm wondering if that.
SYNCYTIAL. So it's
Yeah, we're gonna have to look into that. We're definitely gonna have to look into that and see what that is. That's just not. Didn't have that one in my notes, but if that's on the rise, that can't be a good
it infects
look either.
It causes infections of the respiratory tract.
Oh, okay. Yes, it's an upper respiratory illness, Sheena said, common in babies. Wow. It's a respiratory virus that babies and young kids get.
That all goes back to stuff that we're breathing up, stuff that they're putting in the air, warehouses around homes, train tracks, a lot of trucks. I mean, respiratory. Yep, that's it.
She said
I
it's
couldn't
also
pronounce
very
that word.
contagious. Respiratory. I'm
Go
not
ahead,
going to go ahead and try. Nope, I'm not going for it.
Go ahead.
I'm not going for it.
But it's something about the respiratory, probably where you can't breathe. You're probably hawking up stuff.
And they said it's very contagious.
Mostly
That's
in
not
babies.
good. That's not good.
Can be fatal in babies.
Oh, wow. Can be fatal in babies. So, yeah, we got to definitely look out for that. I wonder if that's caused for those who are in the healthcare profession? Is that a COVID type of infection, or is that a virus, or is that just something these kids are catching? A whooping cough. Yeah, they have whooping cough.
Whooping cough.
Yeah, I remember that. See, it's like all this old stuff is coming back. It just got different names.
Wow. Yeah, so they stay healthy, everybody. Eat healthy. We talked about that on our debrief about keeping each other accountable, eating healthy and drinking plenty of water and eating right. A lot of this could be fixed. A lot of this could be fixed. Yeah, a lot of this could be fixed by our diet.
Okay, so that's not COVID related.
Okay, yep.
It's been around way before.
It's a virus,
COVID.
But okay.
We all know COVID been around, but it just popped up out of nowhere like a ghost. We got anybody want to come in the green room? The link is up. Come in the green room. We are about 10 minutes away from maybe staying on or going bye-bye. What you got there, Troy?
What I got is the
it's
giveaway time.
Well, let's see who got it.
Let's make sure you guys hashtag Idiotbox TV.
Hashtag Idiotbox TV. You got about what? How long they got?
About a couple more seconds.
Minute? Couple more seconds. Hashtag Idiotbox TV. Come on, get that T-shirt. Hashtag Idiotbox TV. We got what? 16 people on, mostly on Facebook. What we got? We got 2 on YouTube and 12 on Facebook.
Now, for those who are going to watch the replay, see, you missed out on possibly getting Idiotbox merchandise. So we got the T-shirts. We got the hats.
You're in backstage. Christy said, I tried to come, but it's saying I'm in the backstage.
Christy said you're in the backstage. You must be in the wrong link.
Yeah, it's the link that I keep here. I'm going to post the link again. Click on this link. Right there. There it is. Boom. Right there. You click that link. If it's saying backstage, then you got to click something else so we can bring you in. Because if we don't know you there, we can't bring you in.
Yep. They usually pop up at the bottom there. So let's see. We got everybody hashtag an Idiotbox.
Got a few more seconds. Come on, hashtag Idiotbox TV. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
No, we're not giving burgers away, Sherry.
What we got? Come on. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see who's got it. Who's got it? Who's got it?
All right. We got 5 entries. We had more than that, so we're gonna let people keep going. We're gonna let people keep going.
You got to do it right though. It's hashtag Idiotbox TV. Yep. Sherry Haywood, you almost did it, but you got to put that TV right next to it, lowercase. Come on.
Yep. All one word.
How many people in there so far?
Copy paste and go crazy. Copy paste and go crazy. Come on,
we got 5 entries. So
Jacqueline,
we got 5 entries.
Come on, Aunt B. You almost got it. You need to get that TV lowercase next to the Idiot Box. All one word. All one word. Hashtag Idiotbox TV. One word. Go crazy. Go crazy. Go crazy.
There we go.
Copy paste.
If you do it more than once, it doesn't matter. They've already got you on there. So we just want to make sure everybody. We want to make sure everybody gets on. Everybody gets a chat. Gets a chance.
Yeah,
all right.
It ain't the in Vegas where the more you do it.
Yeah, just as long as you get it in there right. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I see people got it right. Idiotbox TV.
Yep, we got 8 entries. Okay.
London, you spelled it wrong. Now you should know better. You're in trouble, London.
Yeah, you're in trouble, London.
Lee Larson, okay. Aunt Vera, she did it.
Jacqueline, you got a C.
Yep.
You got a C in there.
Yeah.
Jacqueline got Idiotbox Idiot TV.
All right, here we go. We let you guys. So next time that we do this, first Thursday of every month, make sure you guys are ready. And at the end of the show, we'll do this. So now you know how it works. So are we ready?
We're ready.
Can we get a drum roll from drummer? Sherry.
Sherry Haywood. You didn't get a burger. You didn't get a burger, but you got a t-shirt. Now you can put on your t-shirt and eat a burger.
Yep, make sure you email your address, size, and color of the shirt. The color of the shirt to idiotboxtelly@gmail.com. That's the size. We need your address, color, and we'll send it. Yeah, and we'll tell you what. We'll give you the choice. Do you want a hat or do you want a shirt?
She don't want no damn hat.
She wants a shirt.
T-shirt.
Okay, we'll give her the t-shirt.
Yeah, you want the t-shirt.
I
had mine on all day today, just strolling. Somebody was like, "What is that?"
She can't remember all that. Address, shirt size. Address. See, you're making this difficult, Sherry. You're making this really damn difficult. Shirt size, address, and color.
Oh shit.
Okay, she wants a shirt. We'll get that out to you as soon as you email us.
Yeah, as soon as the email. Put the email up again. Put the email on up again.
Go ahead and write that down. Give you a couple seconds. Again, thank everybody for joining us. It's pretty good information that we got this week.
Yes, definitely.
Every week we'll have something different. And we'll get better and better. We want you guys to come on the show like Joe did, though. We got a lot of #1 fans that always comment. We want you guys to come on the show. Sometimes, we'll get you on. Yeah, we'll get you on and get you rotated.
Yeah, let's talk. This ain't a show where y'all watch us talk.
Yeah, we want to hear from you. We want to hear from your experiences. So make sure you tune in next week. See what
Tune in next
before
week.
we get out of here. What are some of the comments we got? She says she's old. Sherry.
She said she can't remember all that other stuff. So I don't know how you supposed to get your shirt then. What we supposed to do?
Oh, we got several colors. I'll tell you what. This is what you do. Go to TroyEverett.net. I don't know. You're old. You might not be able to navigate through the internet.
You know what? Just I don't know.
Message me, Sherry, and I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you how to get to it. Yeah, we'll fix all that. Your old ass. Sean said she enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
So where we at? We 8:00 next Thursday, the 9th. The old 9th. So we don't have the topics yet, but we're gonna come up with them. You'll see them. We'll bug you with them.
Yep, definitely. Make sure you log on to the YouTube to replay it. Share this. Make sure you guys share. It kind of help us out, get people to know what we're doing here, and come on the damn show.
Yeah, hey. Come on. Turn your video on, your mic on. Get your hair. What you got? What we need to start up a collection plates for somebody to get their hair done or something.
I guess that's what we gotta do. Get your hair did.
You need to get your hair did, your nails did, get your butterfly lashes.
Wow.
But Sherry said she loved the show. Cherie said, "Have a good night, guys." I guess. Oh, my dad tried to come on to talk to y'all, but I don't know what talk to us. Something happened, but y'all, thanks for joining in. We appreciate it, and
he's got he's got the Sherry syndrome. He's old too. We're gonna have to send him snail mail instructions written down on loose leaf paper.
Like, how you do this? I don't know how to get on here.
All right, Pops, we'll send you some instructions on loose leaf paper.
Thanks for joining in.
Yeah.
Idiotbox Television.
We're in a lot of trouble because less than 3% of you people read books. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.